Morning everyone. Just like to say thank you so much for all the comments and the things that you've shared of your own visions and dreams in recent days. I've been really blessed by the things people have shared with me, so thank you again, thank you very much. In the last 2 days I have had 3 more visions that I'd like to share. Last night the Lord gave me other things, but I'm still working on what they mean, so I'm only going to share with you the things that I feel are quite clear. The reason I have a little angel sitting here is the first vision was about some angels, and it was given to me on the morning of October the 29th, and I was just waking and I saw a black background, a bit like a blackboard, and then some white lettering appeared on the blackboard, and it started off with one phrase, but the Lord didn't let me read that, and then came the words, "The angels will come, the angels will come." It was repeated, and then there was some more writing, but I wasn't able to read that either, and I'm sure that was for a reason. So my friends, this is what it looked like, if you can imagine, but in reverse colours. It was a blackboard with white writing. So the dots represent what I couldn't read, and then it was those 2 phrases, "The angels will come, the angels will come." And then I was thinking about that and thinking about scripture to go with it, and you will probably think of many verses that could relate to such a statement, but I would just like to show you 2 that I have looked up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the first one is from Matthew 13:39. "The harvest is the end of the age, and the harvesters are angels." And then Matthew 13:49 says, "The angels will come and separate the wicked from the righteous." I'll go on now to share with you 2 of the visions that I had last night. So this was in the early hours of the morning, just after midnight I would guess, and this scribbled picture is what I have drawn of what I saw. So it was a residential suburb, I guess, of a city, and there were just lots of houses. And then, as you can see, the concentric rings above the houses to one side, it was off to the right. Immediately in my thoughts, while I was sleeping, I thought EMP. Now, I don't know why, because I don't study these things, and I didn't have any idea why the circles would represent an EMP. But that's what I thought in my sleep. And as always, well, nearly always, when I have these visions in my dreaming, I often just wake up. And I think that's the Lord just letting me do that so I can record it. So that's what I did. I woke up in the night and I drew the little picture. And then this morning, when I was looking, I just looked up online about EMPs, and the first photo that came up had these rings on it. So I just want to show you what I found. So brothers and sisters, this is an article that I found online, and it's from 2 days ago, and the heading is "EMP Threat, North Korea Suggests Atmospheric Detonation over the Pacific for Next Nuke Test." Now, I hope you can see that, because I can see it's a bit dark on my screen, whereas on my computer it's actually much more obvious, but hoping you can see those concentric rings that they've used to as a diagram for the EMP. I don't know if I can get that much better, sorry about that. Can you see them? Oh, that's a little bit better. Can you see the rings? That's exactly what I saw in my vision. The Lord is amazing, isn't he? So just a quick look at my diagram again. The big rings, and in my spirit I knew it meant EMP. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen soon. I'm just telling you, just as any brother and sister who prays and asks the Lord for wisdom, He sometimes gives us things. He didn't give me a date. I've never had dreams about tidal waves, earthquakes, or any other disaster. This is the first time He has shown me anything like this. But just for you to have on the record. And finally, everyone, I've got a picture here of a shed door, because the next vision that I had, which was also last night, I'll just see if I can get that clearer for you. Yeah. So in the next vision that I had last night, which was, well, I actually took down the time as soon as I woke up because it gave me such a fright, and I'll go into that shortly, was I saw in my vision the three big doors that we have on our outside sheds for our gardening supplies, etc. And they were wide open, and they were wide open, and then all of a sudden I heard like a snapping or a click sound, and the doors just swung shut suddenly with a bang, and it was just like a real oomph, and they were shut, and I was absolutely startled to the core, and I felt, I don't know, just alarmed. I felt, wow, Lord, what's that? What's happened? What's closing? Something monumentous has happened, because He's just shut the doors, snap. And I woke up with a real start, and my heart was thudding, and I just felt that it was really significant. I actually went to the bathroom and I pulled the curtains. We live in a very private spot, and I usually have all the curtains open. But I don't know, I just felt really alarmed. I felt something had happened. I didn't know what to expect, but I shut the curtains and I hunkered down and I prayed after that vision. So anyway, brothers and sisters, I'm not sure what that is, but I think something in the spiritual world has happened in the heavenlies, and the Lord has shut some doors, and it is the end of a phase. Interestingly enough, because I woke with such a start, I immediately looked at the clock, and it was 2:26 in the morning, and I was looking at the clock really closely because with my half sleepy eyes I couldn't see if it was 2:25 or 2:26, and within a second of looking it flicked over to 2:27. So it was almost like the Lord was saying, one time has been and the next time has passed, and that time has passed and the next time has come. And when I looked up 2:26 in the Strong's Concordance, 2:26 means the truth and a sign. I thought that was quite relevant. And then 2:27, because the clock flicked very quickly to 2:27, was right on that point of turning from 1 minute to the next. 2:27 means also truth, and it means a point in time, which is so much like what I was thinking about it, about the whole experience of the vision. It was like the Lord was saying, okay, one point in time has just finished. The doors have closed. So, brothers and sisters, I'd be really interested in what you think those visions were all about. I'm bringing them forward. Normally I would pray a little bit more about it, spend a bit more time on it, but because it was so alarming to me, especially that one of the doors snapping shut, I just felt like I had to make the video and get it out there for you. I've had no signals at all in the last couple of days about what this means in the timeline of things, but I feel these visions are significant, so I want you to know about it. I am watching carefully what others are posting, and it is absolutely amazing how everything seems to be tying in together, and so many of us are having similar dreams and visions. So yeah, here's just another piece to the puzzle, and I just ask the Lord to bless and keep you this day and around Halloween. Bye.